To connect with the program anytime, visit us online at rmworldtravel.com.
Sometimes we all need a vacation, a celebration to bring us together now. America's #1 travel radio show.
Welcome back to your RM World Travel Connection.
Well, we're still talking about Jonas Dykman as we just went through that break. And as we bring you back to the program right now, listen, last hour you heard us bring you the Destination Spotlight number 112 on Monterey, California. This hour, well, we're going to discover America together, and we're sponsored by simplysafe.com/Carey.
And with Labor Day behind us and the kids around the country back to school, well, your spare time may be filled with sports practices and seasonal fall activities, which means your home may be sitting empty and could be vulnerable. You can change that and ensure your place is protected even when you travel with revolutionary 24/7 lifeguard monitoring from simplysafe.com/Carey.
It's designed to stop crime in real time because now when an intruder breaks into your home or even your small business, professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them all through the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. Get 20% off today at simplysafe.com/Carey or find a link as always at rmworldtravel.com. Look under sponsors.
All right, if you want to discover more about America and learn more about this country, find a local Main Street across the nation. You're well on your way since they're often the center point of a community. So joining us on the show hotline for today's Discover America is Hannah White, the interim CEO of Main Street America.
Well, it is nice to have you aboard with us today, Hannah. Welcome.
Hi, thanks so much. I'm glad to be here.
You know, I think Mary's point about if you want to discover America, most main streets across the country, it's a very good place to start. If you think about it from local, unique businesses and restaurants to community gathering points, I'm thinking about all the kinds of festivals and celebrations that go on. Maybe it's a local B&B or museum. With every main street being different than the next, they really are examples of the diversity of our great country. So since your organization is built around Main Street America, that's your name, what are some of the biggest takeaways from traveling around to various main streets that you have, Hannah?
Yeah, that could not be more true. And I'm really lucky that this is both a personal passion and a profession for me. I love nothing more than getting to travel to cities and towns across the country, whether they're communities that we support through the Main Street America program or just, places I come across in my own travels. And without fail, every town, you visit, you get to see the passionate people that call those places home, experience a vibrant small business scene, new foods, amazing architecture. And that's really what Main Streets are all about. And you can do and experience all of that within a matter of blocks, and no two are the same. And that's what we really think makes Main Street such fantastic destinations. And places worth putting on an itinerary for a destination travel.
Yeah, I agree. Hannah, I'm thinking of a trip Robert and I made down to West Virginia with this show. It was our first big Let's Go America tour. Coming out of the pandemic, we were at the Greenbrier Resort, and during our stay, we drove over to nearby Lewisburg, West Virginia. So charming. Their streets are named after presidents. Washington, Jefferson. Washington is essentially their main street. And I'm curious if your organization works with communities who don't actually have a main street necessarily anymore. Maybe it kind of died away economically. And what are some of the qualifications to be part of Main Street America?
We absolutely do. And, we define Main Street very broadly. I mean, of course, it doesn't actually have to be called Main Street. And in many places, as you alluded to, those central corridors, suffered a lot of disinvestment or sort of economic change over time. And so, the kinds of things that we're looking for are communities and organizations that can really anchor a turnaround or a revitalization. And it's a dedicated group of individuals, businesses, leaders coming together to really reinvest in those places. And the kinds of main streets that we see sort of overcoming, those transformations, they're telling stories of resilience and of legacy and of change. These aren't places that are sort of stuck in the past or frozen in amber. They're really dynamic places that will appeal to the history buffs amongst us, or adventure seekers, or folks looking for great shopping experiences. I mean, there's such a diversity in terms of the type of experience and the type of sort of look and feel that you'll find in these communities. So there's no...
You can change the face of the town. When you revitalize the main street, you can completely change the economic
situation.
So
are there, just thinking about it, are there some maybe fun or engaging main streets, Hannah, that you'd suggest folks listening maybe put on their radar for their own future travels?
Yes, there are so many, a couple that come to mind. We've got Downtown Thibodaux in Louisiana. It's a town of about 15,000 in the southern part of the state. And they take great pride in their Cajun heritage. And so they have all sorts of events that are highlighting, the music, the arts, the foods, all to promote awareness and appreciation of that traditional Cajun culture. Another fun one, Casa Grande in Arizona. It's a beautiful historic community that's got, access to hiking trails and outside amenities. And they also have this super fun neon sign park. It's a project we helped fund years ago, and
that's fun.
It's this outdoor museum that features restored vintage neon signs.
And do you have one more?
Super cool destination. Yeah, so so many of our Main Street communities are anchored by really incredible small businesses. Entrepreneurship is really what's fueling Main Street revitalization these days. Grand Island, Nebraska, I would point to. Has so many cool little businesses that have popped up in recent years. They've got a coffee shop called Zabuni Coffee featuring Kenyan coffee directly from producers. They've got classes and subscription services.
You gave
more.
Three of us, which we really, and there are so many more that are out there, and you really did hit on some of the fabric of the country. Folks, if you want more information, discover America yourself and Main Street. You can just do that at mainstreet.org. Hannah, really appreciate your time. Thanks very much, okay?
Thank you so much. Take care.
Great work. Thanks, Hannah.
Bye.
All right, folks, interesting way to look at the country. If you have a favorite Main Street or downtown area of America that you'd like to visit, share it with us. Just use the Contact Us tab right on the homepage of our show website, rmworldtravel.com.
And when the show returns after this pause for some sponsor messages, we're going to hear about a 3-year cruise that you can take that will visit 135 countries and 7 continents. Stay with us, everyone. The show returns in 3 minutes.
Connect with America's #1 travel radio show as we cover everything and anything in the world of travel by following us at rmworldtravel.com. We'll be right back.